Alright guys, so I wasn't going to record this, but I figured it's pretty interesting, and just in case I do something stupid, I'll have it on film. So um, I have water that comes in the garage, so I want to install some French drains out back here. um, so I need to dig it out, and what's the best way to dig it out? I rent an excavator. I mean, they'll rent these things to anybody, it doesn't matter. So I have all the material. Let's see. I got the rock. I'm also going to be doing the driveway here. I have the piping, and there's some landscaping fabric over there. So I just need to dig it out, and I figured I would go ahead and record it. So here we go, guys. Let's make a mess. Alright guys, I want to go over a couple things about running this excavator. First of all, they don't show you how to use them. So I recommend watching some YouTube videos, do some research, kind of get an idea for it. Basically what they did was I rented a trailer to go with it. They loaded it on the trailer and I towed it home. So once I got home, I had to figure out how to unchain it and take it off the trailer. Um, it wasn't that difficult. I watched a couple YouTube videos just to make sure I had a basic understanding of the operation of this thing. But for the most part, I have experience with a wide variety of hydraulic equipment, um, from forklifts to swing reaches to tractors and all kinds of stuff. So I had a little bit of an understanding. Also, you need to make sure you have something that you can tow this. With the trailer and the excavator, it weighed over 7,000 pounds. So something like an F-150 or bigger, Chevy 1500 or bigger, something that you can tow that kind of weight and be safe. The last thing you want to do is contact somebody like 411 Dig. They can come spray electrical lines, water lines, gas lines, stuff like that, so you know you're not going to hit something while you're digging. Alright guys, it seems to be going pretty good. I have never operated one of these before. I have operated equipment before, but never an excavator. It's not going too bad. I want to go all the way down to the pad, so I'm about to get here with a shovel a little bit and kind of dig stuff. And there's like trash, and there's a old rusty pipe down there for something. I did nick the gutters, but I have new gutters that I'm going to be putting up anyway, because these leak all over the place. So let me get a shovel and start digging this out a little bit. I don't know if any of you guys are in areas with clay. This is no job. A lot of trash in here. Kind of wish I had a bucket without teeth. I could scrape a little bit more. But there's no way I could have shoveled all this.
All right, guys, I'm not sure where the camera died, but we're going along here. I'm trying to go below the foundation and determine how far back I have to come with the drain field. I'm about to dig it out and level it. I still need to go back probably 10 more feet. It's just getting a little crowded, so I can't go up on that hill, I don't think. I have to turn around. I kind of wish I had started at the top and worked my way down, but whatever. I just, like I said, this is the first time I've operated one of these things, and it's a learning experience. But there's a whole bunch of trash down here too. I'm gonna have to go through and kind of pluck it out a little bit, but the machine's working really good. There's no way I would have dug this out by myself with a shovel. This clay is so thick. I'm used to Florida sand. You can dig all day for, well, sort of. It's a lot easier to dig, I'll put it that way. But let me keep going. You know, I might give y'all guys an in-cab view. So, alright. So, what I suggest for new operators operating one of these things, I'm not sure you should be taking advice from me, but keep the idle low for your first little bit, and then once you get a little bit more used to it, or you're digging a little bit harder, so you can up the idle some. But it's there's no written instructions on this. I think they're more out, or I don't know where they're exactly at. But since I've operated some equipment before, I kind of get the gist of it pretty easily. This, I don't know if you guys can see this, but the left handle controls the rotate and the stick in and out. The right handle controls the boom, if I'm saying that right, and the bucket, curl in the bucket. I don't have a thumb on this, so there's no thumb controls. There is a boom swivel, I don't know what you call it, and you hit a button over here, and there's a foot pedal, and you just rotate the foot pedal one way or the other. This is allowing me to get in a little closer than I normally would be able to. So you can rotate the bucket, thumb in, or be gentle with this and slow, especially if you're working up next to something. But this allows me to get in nice and close. So normally if I was just putting a French drain in, I would, let me rotate you guys a little bit. I would not worry about getting dirt off the wall. I would just dig the trench out next to the slab, put the rock down and be fine. But I want to paint and seal this wall. That's some of my problem as well, is this paint and the seal. There's no seal on it anymore. Once you get close to the concrete, you kind of just ease your stick back while raising your boom. Once you get to a point, you want to lower that boom a little bit to get a little more bite, and then curl the bucket at the end. And then just watch your surroundings. I got a gutter here I've already nicked once, but I'm going to replace it, so I'm not worried about it. This clay sticks in the bucket, so I like to tap it around a little bit. Also, when you have it idle, it'll bog down when you fully extend it. It'll let you know. It'll also lift it a little bit if it's lifting. What I like to do is just let some pressure off of it. general, you don't want to spill all your dirt. You just dug out. See if I can back up some. So to back up is real easy. Raise your blade. There's a button on this blade that speeds the tracks up. So I'm just keeping it turtle and I'm just going to pull back on it. And then you pull back whichever way you want to go. I'm going up a grade, a little bit of a grade. So I want to stay close to the building. Pretty good. But I'm at a tilt. I'm a pretty good tilt, but pull my blade down to stabilize me. Gonna raise me up a little bit. Be gentle with the controls. They can be, especially with the boom all the way out. See how close to the wall? Bam, I just tapped it a little bit. Might have backed up a little too far, but I don't want to get there. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna turn it off for a little bit, just get going on this a little more. I got about 6 more feet. It's gonna get a little tricky for me, so I want to make sure I'm paying attention. But so far it's going good. It's worth it. This rental cost me, it's 300 bucks with the trailer. So the only thing I would suggest, and the only problem I had was I took my SUV, and this was kind of dumb in my opinion. They wouldn't load it because it was an SUV. They said I had to have a full-size truck. So I took my 72 F100, which has a lower towing capacity. The Xterra is rated for 6,000 pounds. This was 6,500 pounds total. So, and my truck is nowhere near that. It's probably 4,000 pounds for the truck, honestly. I mean, it towed it, it did it, but for having manual brakes wasn't necessarily a good idea. So, but I have, if you ever do rent one of these and you have kids or family members with kids or something, take the opportunity to let them know. And I'm not saying let them operate the equipment. Come have them watch, sit in your lap. Just make sure you have control of the vehicle, of the equipment. But I mean, what kid wouldn't love to watch one of these up close? Just be safe with it, and and smart with it. Alright guys, I'm gonna bring you back when either something interesting happens, I break something, or I'm done digging. Alright guys, this is where we're at. I got a dugout. I got it, it's not gonna look like it in the video, but I got it with a downward slope. It's like 2 to 3 degrees. It's not a lot, but I think it'll be enough. I painted the wall with it's like stucco paint. Is for basements and walls that are going to be out of underground. I've sealed the bottom. There's paint everywhere, but I've sealed it all up. I'm just waiting for that to dry, and then I'm going to start putting the rock in. I also tried to smooth this out over here. I had an idea of stacking railroad ties, like stacking like this one and then one on top of it halfway, then another one halfway, building up this wall a little better, and maybe getting the water to go that way. It's pretty hard right here for digging. I don't know what's underneath there. I don't know I think it's packed rock, kind of like what's here. I think it's just packed down, but there is all kinds of trash. I know people back in the day used to bury a lot of trash, but man, it's ridiculous. So excavator's doing good. I got it up there. The railroad ties are super heavy. It's not exactly like I wanted it, but it's close. I might actually, because I only have that, I have that tomorrow. I gotta turn it in early Monday morning. If you guys ever rent anything, find a place that's closed at least on Sundays, and you'll get an extra day for free. If you find a place that's closed on Saturdays, you actually will get 2 days for free. You can pick it up Friday and turn it in on Monday. So that's what I did. I found a place that's closed on Sunday. But I'd like to start spreading this rock out, but some of this rock is going to go in and into here, so I don't want to spread it out and be short. This is more important than the driveway at this point. So that drain pipe at the end I was just using to find the degree. I couldn't see the laser on the clay, so I saw it on, I can see it on the white, so I lasered it and got it. It's like 30 feet, a little bit less than that, and it should be good. I'm gonna put more railroad ties over here, the same thing. Gonna build it up so this won't wash into here again, because that's what it's done. It's washed into this area and covered the rocks. So I haven't decided if I'm gonna put the matting down here yet. I kind of want to, but I'm running out of time and energy. So we're gonna see. I got family coming into town, so one of them already got here. I let him and my brother and his kid play on the excavator some, just to fill every little boy's dream. So, and for that matter, most adults. So I have another, my wife's side of the family's coming, and they have a little kid that loves excavators as well, and we're gonna let him play with it a little bit too, under adult supervision. So all right guys, I'll bring you back when I start laying the mesh down. This isn't the exact stuff they recommend, but I like it because it's a little thicker. I actually got the stuff you put down your lawn. Here it is. It's woven, and I think this is going to hold up a little bit better. It's not waterproof. Water can go through it just fine, but it's a little thicker than the mesh that they kind of recommend for this. So I'm gonna use that and see how it goes. But all right guys, I'll get back to you as soon as something happens, or I start laying the mesh down. It shouldn't be long. The sun's hitting that side of the wall, and paint should be drying pretty quickly. So Yeah, it might actually already be dry. Well, I was thinking about doing 2 coats, but I'm only gonna do 1. I think 1's enough. They recommends 1, and the biggest thing is gonna be that French drain, just getting the water away from the house. This clay just sits in there, and it's crazy how impacted it gets and stuff. So, but all right, guys, I'll bring you back in a little bit. All right, guys, got the liner down, got it pinned up. We'll start getting this rock on the side here. I'm gonna try to get in here. What I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do is build it up and kind of shovel it to the end. I don't have enough room. I kind of wish there was enough room to take it up there somehow, but it's not gonna be worth loading the bucket up, riding it around, dumping it, I don't think. So I'm gonna try to get in there as far as I can with it. Alright, I'm gonna hop out here real quick and just start shoveling this stuff. Put some clay in there too. Let's see if I can get that clay out of there. But I'll bring you back in a little bit. Alright guys, we have it all done. The rock is around the pipe. It's got it folded over. Water should be able to still get in this just fine. With this clay, it's more about the water table and getting the water away. But like I said, it's got a 3% downgrade. I gotta do a little bit more out here. I think I'm gonna add a piece of a pipe, probably what's left over in the corner there. When I go filling it up, I'm going to put a drain actually up there, because the way it slopes down, water was naturally going to that corner no matter what. There's no way to raise it up, or I have to dig all that out, and I'm not going to do that. So I have a drain that's going to go into the pipe. It's going to sit right on the top of the ground. I'm going to put some rocks around it to keep like big stuff out and keep it getting clogged up. So, but now it's time to bury this in. Let's see if I can set you guys up in a different spot. But this has been I can't imagine doing this without the excavator. I'm usually really cheap when it comes to things, and I don't want to spend the money, but I'm glad I rented it. Walls painted, I got it sealed. In the middle there, I'm not too happy about it. There's a pipe and it's broken, but it was never leaking there before, so I actually put a lot of sealant in there and I put a lot of paint in it, hoping to clog it. But it, like I said, never leaked there before. It leaked here in the corner, which I've sealed really well. And I think this drain that I'm gonna put in is really gonna help. This can be slightly below the concrete there, so water should go right into it, if any. But all right, let me get this where I want it. I think I want to actually, where it's at is pretty good. Let me see if I can just loop this. Sit you guys down for a second. That's not bad. I'm sure it's going to move as soon as I start dumping dirt in there, but I think it'll be alright. If it moves a little bit, it's not a big deal. The drain can be wherever I kind of want it. But let me start filling this in. I'm not sure what the best way to do this, if just pushing it or shoveling it, but I'm gonna go ahead and get at it. All right. All right, guys. So I'm at a stopping point for now. I'm not completely done, but this is where I'm at with the driveway. Here's the side. I still got to put a drain down there. That's why I got the pipe running out. And I got to smooth this out a little bit. This is the closest I can get for the excavator. I didn't film a lot after this. I didn't film smooth out the driveway or anything. I was running out of time with the excavator and I needed to get it gone. So here's how the crushed rock driveway turned out. It's pretty good. I'm gonna get a rake and kind of smooth it out. The machine wasn't really made to smooth it perfectly, but it did pretty good. So I'm happy with it. I need to, as you see on this truck, I need to smooth, but it'll do the job. I need to finish the borders here, and back here we're gonna run some drain pipe out that way. Well, my wife's gonna make some garden feature back here. So, but I want to stack these three high, but they're gonna taper. I'm gonna cut them. I'm gonna show you guys doing that. I need to level this one out. It's not super level because of the angle of the ground. I couldn't get the excavator bucket to make it smooth with my skill set. Somebody else might have been able to do it, but I couldn't do it. So I'm gonna take a shovel and or a rake and fix it. And then once I do that, I'm gonna move all this rock in that corner there and just make like a wall. Kind of continue there so water doesn't run down here so much. Then I'm gonna do the same thing over here. I'm gonna bring this up. I don't know what to do with that wood there. I actually might take this garage door out. I don't know if I like it or not, or it's necessary, especially if I put a garage door back there. So let me walk up here. So this I'm gonna have to move this dirt actually down here in this corner, and what I'm gonna do is I have a square drain that I'm gonna put in here below the rock, or below that white wall there, and just to give somewhere for the water to go. Because of this slope here, water just naturally runs down here. There's nothing I can do about it except if I put another wall up here and direct it away. I don't really want to do that, and I'd have to put it all the way down to the foundation, because the way this clay works is the water soaks in and it creates channels underneath the clay. When we had our septic system over there put in, the guy thought I had a water main that was busted or something, because it was a constant water flow at the bottom of his hole. It just kept coming out of the clay, and I think it was runoff from down there just naturally had created a little underground river through that way. There was no water main. The water was turned off. There was no water main bust or anything. So, and he put all new lines in. So, but I'll finish this up. I'll record the finished product and let you guys see what it looks like. I got my gravel and I ran the pipe out farther than I was going to. I'll spread this gravel out and I'll probably make a small little culvert there. I'm not too worried about it as long as it came away from the house. And it is a downslope. It doesn't look like it. Probably doesn't look like it in the video. And it is a little high right here. I probably should have dug down a little bit more there. But at this point, once it's away from the house, it'll drain into the ground and drain out into the field in the back. But let me, I'm gonna have to come back to this. So it's gonna be probably a couple days, maybe even a week. I got family in town right now. Since we moved out here, everybody wants to come and visit, which is great. And it doesn't leave me a lot of time. So, all right guys, I'm editing the video and I noticed I didn't record an ending. So I'm still working on it a little bit. I'm hoping in the third video of this series, I'll be able to show this area pretty much finished to at least my satisfaction. So I'll include it in the next video and show what it looks like and how it's been working. So, all right guys, thanks for watching. Put them back, or you want to put them in different piles? No, that was him. Oh, I know. You had the blade up. Huh? Oh. Yeah, I was putting the blade up and then he slammed that down. Oh. Okay. We're going to move the rocks over. Kept going on its own? Yeah, it was going down.